Fight commentary breakdowns. Remember this fight where our Wing Chun master fought Xu Xiaodong and Xu Xiaodong just ragdolled him? So look at that. Like that, basically. Look at that. Ref. He's the opposite of Mario Yamazaki. Right after this fight, they actually interviewed that Wing Chun master. And the Wing Chun master makes some very interesting excuses as to why he lost. Interviewer says, "Why didn't you kick his butt? Why didn't you?" 正大的威胁. So basically he's saying, why didn't you seem like a real big threat to him? So he's saying something about the environment, something about the MMA or the ring that they were fighting in prevented him. And he felt like, dude, this is hilarious. He felt like his safety was not guaranteed. So he felt like if he beat Xu Xiaodong, he'd 我赢了我走不掉. So if I won, they wouldn't let me leave. Xu Xiaodong would not let him leave if he beat Xu Xiaodong. Ridiculous. And so he's saying, yeah, if I beat Xu Xiaodong, his fans would come fight me. So he's saying, if the police can't stop one fan of his, what if there were 20, 30 fans that want to fight me? So you're afraid of that? Yes. Because I was afraid of that, it affected my real performance during the fight. What the fuck? So the interviewer's egging him on. He's like, I kind of understand you. You're saying, look, if you beat him, you're not going to leave. It's going to... So he's saying, you could have at least prevented him from ragdolling you like that. You could have prevented him from punching you to the ground, knocking you down. Make it look like it was at least equal. Why would you make it look so uneven too? So he's saying, well, guess what? In Muay Thai and MMA, just because you knock someone down, just because you throw someone down, does not give you a point. So he's saying there should be coaching on the sidelines like any master. However, the security guards made my master, my teacher, step out, so my teacher could not be there to coach me in the sidelines. I don't know how that relates to the question. So this is actually proof right here. What this is showing is that his teacher was actually in the sidelines coaching him. So Wen Zhu meant keep steady. Of course, his student didn't keep steady. So he's saying, oh, by the way, Xu Xiaodong's bleeding. That's what his coach, his sifu's saying. See? So, oh, that's the security guard telling him to get away. Interesting. If his shifu, if his coach were there, he says he would tell me to take off my shirt. Oh, so Xu Xiaodong can't grab and don't. Oh, interesting. So he's saying his shifu would have told him, don't go in swinging, just steady your pace. Don't let anger at Xu Xiaodong get to you. Yeah, so again, he's saying, oh yeah, the people working the fight were on Xu Xiaodong's side, and they told my shifu to get back into the audience. Oh, you can't direct him, you can't coach him. But their coaches could. That's what he claims. So Xu Xiaodong's coach could, because it's Xu Xiaodong's fight. So he feels like he was at a disadvantage. So the interviewer's like, but he threw you very quickly, man. And then, so you didn't think about, as a fighter, how to prevent him from taking you down again? So he's like, look, I was a little angry at him, and I was a little anxious, or I was a little impatient. 有点急, impatient. So my fighting is 没按之前, so my fighting was not as I planned, which, by the way, if you've ever sparred in your life, you know it's not going to be how you planned. But anyways, he's never sparred, basically. This dude's never sparred. Look, if my coach very loudly telling me, I feel like I would have performed much better. So it was all about your emotions. Yeah, so he's like, traditional martial arts, it's all about your attitude and your emotions. So it's all about, you have to control your emotions. So interviewer's asking the crucial question, do you think your skill level is below him? He's like, no, my skill level is definitely not below Xu Xiaodong. my technical skills and my ability, it's way above him. Look at the interview about to crack up. 高他很多. So his body conditioning's better than mine. And so he's giving MMA credit about how their conditioning's better. And then this guy's saying, okay, yeah, like he had more body mass than you. And he's like, yes, I was outclassed. That's what the Tai Chi guy says. Or sorry, the Wing Chun guy. So he's like, look, at least I went up there. I stepped up. I had the ability to go there. We wrote, yeah, look, I fought someone who had higher weight class and had better body conditioning, which this I agree with. So he's like, look, I'm so brave. Like, Chinese culture is all about 勇气, my braveness. Look, I didn't get hurt. Oh, 重伤, so I didn't get really hurt. He probably got dazed a little, but he didn't get knocked out or anything. He feels like his defense and his ability is still not bad. It's just like, oh, 最起码的, at least that. Oh, at least the next day I wasn't able to. At least the next day I got out of bed. So you're saying, if you didn't have any combat abilities, then Xu Xiaodong would have just like completely destroyed you, right? He's like, if I didn't have any abilities, I wouldn't have had the courage to gone up and fought him. So again, the interviewer's trying to ask him another way. Do you think skill-wise, there was a reason why Xu Xiaodong beat you? So now he's admitting, he's like, maybe some of the things in Wing Chun, some of the strikes are not as mature. So he's like, so the interviewer's like, is it you? And he's like, yeah, me. So he's like, yeah, now he's defending Wing Chun. He's like, look, Wing Chun's so specific. It's got a lot of real great stuff. Dude, I give him credit. He's like, look, I feel like I still haven't gotten, I'm not the best at Wing Chun yet. 没有那么炉火纯青. So he's saying, I don't represent traditional martial arts or Wing Chun. I can't represent it. I'm just representing what I've learned, which I guess is not very good. But I think just adding a little commentary on my own, yes, Xu Xiaodong had more conditioning, and Xu Xiaodong had more mass, but skill-wise, he was also better. Let's just be honest. You can't say, oh yeah, my skill was so good. In fact, it's better than Xu Xiaodong. Xu Xiaodong won on mass alone. That's kind of BS. But I do give him credit for not. I mean, look, if he won, he would totally ride the wave and say, yeah, you know, I represent Chinese martial arts and traditional martial arts. But since he lost, he's not trying to take the responsibility for that. This was interesting, man. He thinks if Xu Xiaodong were the same size and if he had more body conditioning, he'd be able to beat Xu Xiaodong. What do you guys think? So if they were the same size, and let's say he sparred a little, would the MMA fighter lose to him? Or do you think even if they were the same size and they had the same body conditioning, the MMA fighter would still beat him? What do you guys think, guys? This was Fight Commentary Breakdowns. Is this guy just making excuses, or is he saying something true? His coach got pulled away. That destroyed his emotions. But, guys, remember, his coach also fought, right? Remember who his coach fought? I'll show you guys. His coach fought that one-armed boxer. Remember that one-armed boxer? His coach fought the one-armed boxer. So I'll show you who the coach is. So this is his coach. That's the coach that he claimed was giving him all this good advice. If he had the coach in his corner, he would have won. This is the one-armed boxer, and the one-armed boxer manhandled his coach. So I'm not following that line of reasoning. Anyways, guys, I will leave the rest of the commentary and the critiques to you guys. What do you guys think? Looking forward to your comments. Talk to you soon.